Hello and welcome back. I hope you are all well. This week's vlog is about sites and how we choose them, how we find the sites that we go to. Now, this kind of at the moment is not great because we're not going to many sites due to lockdown. But when we look for sites, there's certain things that we look for and certain processes that we go through. So I thought I'd just share those with you. It might be helpful to some of you, and then again, it might not be. But in terms of sites, what we look for is we tend to go to fully serviced sites, and that's just personal preference. A lot of people say that fully serviced pitches takes the fun out of it, going for the aqua roll, filling that up, emptying the waste. But for us, we don't mind doing that. We do go on the odd site that's not serviced, but the idea for us is we can set up and leave all those things alone, and it's something else that we don't need to worry about. So we do tend to go fully serviced more often than not. So how do we pick those sites? Well, mainly off recommendation. We get people recommend sites to us and we go and have a look at them, and that's through the comments on YouTube. And that's the beauty of YouTube, is that people put comments. When you go to a site, people comment, have you tried this place? And that's where we get a lot of the site recommendations from. Also, searching YouTube, there's a kind of an area that I want to go to, I will just put sites in this area and it'll bring up quite a lot of videos where other vloggers have done them, or people who've just visited those sites, because sometimes they might have statics on or camping, glamping on, and people have been there, so it kind of gives you an overview of the site that you want to go to. The other one that we do, and I know quite a lot of people that do this, is just scouring Google Maps and kind of have an idea of where we want to go, and we'll just scour the map, look for caravan sites, go on Street View and find the name of the site, and then look at that site. There's obviously the club sites as well. You can go to those, and there's private sites that are out there. And we kind of change our thought processing sites depending on what time of year it is. In summer, we might go to some more remote sites because hopefully the weather's going to be a little bit better, and you don't mind walking or traveling away from the site. So the sites that we go to during summer might be not too far away from a town, village, or something like that, but certainly away from quite a lot of that. So in the winter times, the winter times I mean from when we go back to school in September onwards, and we have an October half term, and at the start of the year we have February half term. We tend to pick sites that have got things on them that we can walk to. They might have a shop on there, or they might have a bar or a restaurant on their facilities that you can just walk to. Possibly the weather being a little bit bad, we don't want to go too far. Pitches, as I said before, we usually go fully serviced. We do normally end up on hard standing during those winter times, and then summer we have been on a few grass pitches, and we've booked one this year which is grass, but yeah, it's normally hard standing. The only downside to that is trying some of these awning pads with the gravel are not that great. Sometimes it's really hard to get the pegs in, and sometimes it's really easy and the pegs end up coming out. So again, that's another consideration, the actual setup of the pitch itself. We tend to use Haven sites, and we've used those for quite a few years, and there's a few reasons behind that. Is that we use the Haven Euro pitch, and the Euro pitch is a fully serviced pitch. It's a concrete pad, and it's got a gravel awning pad at the side. Fully serviced. They normally have an aerial connection as well, and it's nice and level, and they usually have trees either side, so you've got your own kind of area. And we do like the Haven in terms of all the facilities that they offer. Sometimes they have a bar on site, they have a swimming pool if Molly wants to go in there or we go in there. They have some extra activities such as the outdoor activities that you can do, and sometimes they have boating lakes on them. We've found with Haven sites that they are not bad priced. Now we're looking at somewhere for October, but we're just hanging on at the moment because we obviously don't know whether Easter's going to go ahead or not, and we might have to move that to October. But we looked on the northeast. I'm not sure whether we're going to go there, but we did look on the northeast, and we looked at a Caravan and Motorhome Club site, a fully serviced pitch again. I think it was near Scarborough. And we looked at a Haven site, which was not too far away from there, and the Haven site was cheaper, and it was cheaper by £30–40, which for us, you know, it's quite a big difference that. So you got your Caravan Club site that's not got a great deal on there, and then you got a Haven site that's got lots of different things on there that you can do. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, the Caravan Club sites are great. You know what you're getting with the Caravan and Motorhome Club site. We're not a member of the other, is it Caravan Camping and whatever. We're not a member of them anyway. But you know what you're getting. The showers are always clean, and the facilities are always good. But with the Haven sites, we tend to get you know, a better deal, and fully serviced pitches and bits on there to do at the evening, and arcade and stuff like that. We love the 2p slot machines. Who doesn't love a 2p slot machine? One of the downsides of the Haven is they have a 10 o'clock off when you're end of your holiday. You've got to be off by 10 o'clock, and it's always baffled me this, because you don't, nobody's going on that pitch till 1 o'clock, and they don't do anything to the pitch. So why does it need to be 10 o'clock off? I think a lot of caravan sites now have extended it to 12 o'clock, and I think that's fair enough. But a 10 o'clock off for me is just too early. During, again, those winter months, we try not to go too far. We will, you know, make a couple of hours, you know, 2 to 3 hours, and that's it. You know, we won't travel any more than that. During the summer months, we have travelled, obviously, to France. We've been to France quite a few times, and we've been down to Cornwall and down to Devon. They are big journeys. We don't mind travelling those. When you're going in your summer holiday, you've got a couple of weeks to just kind of relax after that journey. We don't really bother about the travel time. So in terms of distance of travelling, that is an option that we look at, but we change that again depending on the year or the time of year that we're going. If you go onto some of the forums, there's some great ideas for sites on there. One other place that I use is Pitch Up. They have some good sites on there you can look at. What I tend to do is just scour the websites and then go to the site, find the site, go to the site direct and book it direct. It can be quite frustrating and baffling when you're looking at sites, because there are that many of them, and there's loads of them, and then you're looking at them and you're having a discussion with your partner or your wife or whatever, and then you say, what about here, what about there, and then I'm in an hour, and it's really difficult. I find it really difficult to find new sites. You know, it's just because you don't know what to expect. You kind of stay safe and go where you've been before, or you bite the bullet and go somewhere where you've not been before. And then we're doing that this year in summer. We're going to somewhere that we've never been before, and that actually came from a recommendation from Aaron from Caravan Chit Chat. So you know, hopefully that will come off this year and you'll be able to see where we're going. But yeah, I do find it sometimes a little bit difficult trying to choose sites, trying to look for sites, because you think, I'll go on the East Coast because, you know, the weather's supposed to be better, but then it's a little bit further and I don't want to drive that far. So I'll stay over where I know, and I don't want to go there because I've been there before. There's loads and loads of sites all over the place, and you know, some great recommendations for sites. And on YouTube, just search there. There's just loads of hundreds of sites. But then that's the other thing. You get over, you know, there's just too many sites to think about, and your mind just goes, oh God, I can't be bothered. I'll just go somewhere where I know. So yeah, I think that's how we pick our sites anyway. You know, we look at recommendations, we look at YouTube, we scour the internet on Google Maps, and we search and ask a lot of questions. Also quite key is I look at the site map. Wherever I find a site that I want to look at, I will bring the site map up and kind of give myself an idea of where the touring pitches are, where the fully serviced touring pitches are, how far away the toilet blocks are, you know, how far away the amenities are, if there's a bar and stuff like that on the site. So I always kind of look at the site map as well to give me some sort of idea of what the site's going to be like. So that's just an insight of how we pick our sites. Like I say, we do like our fully serviced, and you know, there's lots of great information out there. But if you're struggling, just, you know, go on Twitter or something, and ask questions on there. People always give you some advice of where to go and sites that are good and not so good. So thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.